all the way up and going all the way down in front of the body really works the width more in comparison to the thickness. And then we're doing our lat pull down reverse, and with reverse I mean it basically looks the same except you're set number 2, you will see that my back is very arched, and the more arched your back is, the better the contraction in your lower and middle back is, and at the same time you are saving your lower back, protecting it. Because if you have a rounded back, there's way too much stress on the spine, which is not what you want. Because trust me, having an injury in the spine really holds you back for weeks if not months. I have been there doing way too heavy squats without keeping my back arched enough. And then when I'm going to a heavier weight like this, to protect my back even more, I like wearing a tight belt. Now, I don't recommend doing this for every single set, because you do want your core to be engaged on its own, but wearing a weightlifting belt actually enhances the contraction of your core, it enhances the contraction of the lower back and the abs, because those muscles are now, right now, pushing against the belt, being doing back unilaterally. So a unilateral exercise means you're working one arm before the other. So one half of the back is worked before you work the other half. So if you have an imbalance, for example, I make workout plans for people, and a lot of times they say, oh, I have an imbalance in my lats, my left lat is bigger than my right, or my left bicep is bigger than my right. And in that case, you want to do unilateral movements. And how you fix those imbalances is that you start out with your smallest / weakest side and do reps until failure with that side, especially on the last set. So for example, you can do 12 reps with your weakest side, your left side. And then you move on to the right and stronger side. You can easily do 12 reps and even more, but you stop at the amount of reps stuck and they are only moving at the joint of the shoulder, and you're not using your biceps, because if you're using the biceps to really pull and row a weight, you basically automatically contract your back. But with this exercise, you are forced to only use your back as the point of contraction, not your biceps. So it's a more difficult exercise to master, which is why if you have trouble doing the dumbbell pullover, try doing a cable pullover first. And then after doing 5 back exercises, we move on to the biceps. Of course, we cannot miss doing the biceps. Now, if you guys follow me for a longer time, you know that my biceps are a strong point compared to my triceps. So I'm only going to do 2 exercises today instead of 3. A lot of people find it difficult to stop working the strong points as much. But if you keep working your strong points as much as your weak points, then you will never fix that imbalance. So I just have to